Hello everyone, my name is Karen Mayfield Felton and I am here from Feet Planted LLC. I'm so excited to be here to talk to you today about a subject that I know all of us have had experience with. It is self-doubt. I received an email from a student who wanted to understand how an engineer, other engineering professionals dealt with self-doubt. What can they do to keep themselves from going down the spiral and not thinking too positively about themselves? This individual was having some challenges in math and pretty much thought that they would not be able to have a career in engineering or be able to pursue engineering in college. And so I wrote back and I want to share with you 4 habits, I'll call them habits, that I encourage that individual to take hold of. All right, let's get started. The first one is speak truth to the situation. Oftentimes we tell ourselves stories in our heads about what happened, who did it, what we're going to become, and what the outcome is going to be. And a lot of times it's not truth. It's what we think. It comes from a place of fear, oftentimes insecurity, and a lot of times we self-sabotage. We talk ourselves out of opportunities and out of movement. Truth is just that, truth. I'll give you an example. If you did poorly on an exam, the truth is that you did not do well. You did not receive the grade that you had expected. Another example could be you tell yourself, I studied 4 hours or an extra 5 hours for this test and I did not receive a passing grade. Or I wrote an application and I was not selected. What truth allows you to do is it takes all of that other stuff that you add to it that speaks to your capabilities and what you're going to be able to do in the future. It gives you a point of action. So what you can then say next is, maybe I studied for 5 hours, but I studied a concept or I learned concepts that did not land well, or I learned them incorrectly, or there was something that I wasn't able to actually do on the exam, so I need to go get help. I need to go talk to a tutor, or I need to see someone that can explain the situation better. It allows you to actually move to the next point. So that's the benefit of speaking truth to that situation. The next piece of advice that I wrote back was to find your tribe. One of the first videos I posted was about finding your tribe as a student when you need a sense of community. When you have self-doubt and you are not feeling 100%, you're not confident, it is so helpful to have a group of friends, a mentor, a teacher to bounce those ideas off of, to share your frustration. Those feelings are real. They're absolutely real. And when you tell someone, you're hopefully telling someone that you trust, someone that sees you and is able to be objective. They see you're unique. They know your talents. They know what you have been able to accomplish. And in that moment, they see you so differently than you see yourself. The next thing that I told the student is something that everybody does, and I wish that we could learn how to stop. So I am on team do not compare. You have to stop comparing yourself to other people. There's so many inputs. There's so many situations and information that we know nothing about. And so when you're not doing well in a course, or when you think that you're the only person not grasping material, that's probably not true. But what you shouldn't do is look at that person and then compare yourself and then fill in the gaps of why you don't measure up. What I want you to do is look at your own situation and take some of the emotion out of it after you have had a chance to deal with the frustration and move to positive action. Start to look at you and you alone. Everybody's different. We all have strengths. We all have weaknesses. The area that I may struggle in may not be a struggle for you, and vice versa. And so what comparison does is it automatically puts you in a position to see yourself as less than, and that is not a good place for anyone to be. Last, the piece of advice that I gave was to acknowledge areas that you have excelled in. One of the things that really helps me is that when I'm struggling with something, is that I tend to see myself in that moment, and that's the only thing that I see. I am a unique individual. You are a unique individual. You have talents. You've done some things in school. I'm sure you've gotten an award. You volunteer. You've played a sport. You've had a job. You have contributed and done well in other areas of your life. And this one example does not define who you are. This one challenge, the not getting a good grade on the exam, the having struggles in math or whatever subject it is, you not being able to accomplish one of the goals that you set for yourself does not define you. What it will do though, it will cause you to develop muscles for resiliency, and we're going to talk about that in another video. So just to recap, I want you to speak truth to the situation. I want you to find your tribe, find those folks of community that rise to the occasion and can be there for you and help you get through this moment and future moments. Please do not compare yourself to other people. You are unique with different strengths and different weaknesses than other folks. And then finally, acknowledge that you've succeeded in other areas outside of this, and this one moment does not and will not define who you are to become. So until next time, folks, have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you again. Thank you for watching my video. I bring fresh content to you every week on Wednesday. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can get notified when I update my content every Wednesday.